Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Pat's Stamping Place, and I'm recording live from Akron, Ohio. And I don't know if anybody's here yet, so we'll give it a minute. I know as we count down towards Christmas, we've got lots going on, and you've already seen what I'm going to show you today. So, let's see my face first. Hi, everybody. Okay, so it's live. I'm recording. Let's see what's going on my computer. Things seem to be a little slow. And does it say that I'm live? Okay, I think so. Anyway, thanks for joining in. If anybody's here, just let me know. And there's always those crazy things that you think that you're looking at on the computer and you don't know actually what's happening in the background. So anyway, I said that I was going to show the new Stampin' Cut&Emboss Mini. So that's what I'm going to do. Hi, Leslie from Arizona. I'm so glad you're joining in. I wish I could see you really in live person. So hopefully someday we can connect. So I'm going to show you this absolutely adorable little machine. You see how easy this is to manipulate? We've been waiting for this for quite a long time. And I opened it the other day, but I just really took it out of the package today and had a chance to play with it just a little bit. So I am going to show how this works, but I want to show you a comparison with the Big Boss, we call it. And I put this on my, I should have put it on my regular scales, but I put it on my food scale and it said overload. So this thing is heavy. It's just like heavy like the Big Shot was. And you want a good heavy duty machine to do what you want it to do. But if you go to somebody's house or someplace where you don't need to have that heavy weight. So in other words, if this went over on my food scale, it's more than 6 pounds because it said overload. So this one, this little baby boss is 2 pounds 11, weighs in at 2 pounds 11.6 ounces. So almost 2 pounds 12 ounces. Just the perfect little machine to take and craft away. And it does the same thing. It opens up here and it accommodates anything that's going to be no bigger than 3 inches by 6 inches. Let's move those things out of the way and that out of the way so you can see a little bit more. So 3 by 6, and if you look in the catalog, there are a lot of dies that are designed to hold this, this size. One of my favorites is the Stitched So Sweetly. All of these will accommodate the mini. And even some of the larger ones, if you don't use all the larger dies, they'll go through here as long as they're no more than 3 inches across. So what do you get with this? You get a plate 1, which is your die cutting plate. You never want to cut directly on this. And then you get 2 plate 2s and you sandwich in between that. So that is as easy as it gets. So let's get a die in here. And I'll do something from the Stitch So Sweetly. I can pull this out of the envelope. There we go. Because I do have it on some magnet sheets. So let's do this is the largest die in here. And it fits on there just fine without putting any washi tape down or anything to hold it. And, whoops, there we go. Slide that through, hold on to the handle, and it slipped a little bit, but it does accommodate the largest one. Here, got it all. Almost. Okay, let's do the smaller one, a little bit smaller. Probably would be a good idea to hold that down with some washi tape to make sure it doesn't slip as you slide it through. So I'll use this die here. And this little tag. These two are designed to go together. And I just have some Whisper White scraps going here. So you could just sit and cut out little bits, have them ready for when you want to craft with them, and they're good to go. So those are perfect. And just the fact that it's so portable and so easy to transport and not lug around when you don't want to use anything that's real heavy. But there will always be times when you want to use the big Stampin' Cut and Emboss too. So that's that. And then it also comes with two other plates. Let's get these out of the way. That are for the embossing folders. And we have the mini embossing folders. And the dark gray one is for, get this so I can see it, to use with the 3D embossing folders. And it shows you exactly how you should get the light going here so it's not so glary. How you could use the 3D embossing folders with plate 1, and then your paper inside, and it does say to put it through hinge side first. And I believe this one is a regular one. So the regular one's going to be a little bit thicker. And let's see if I can get this one lined up. I was having trouble with it a little bit earlier. And things want to be slipping around. Okay. Whatever I'm doing wrong. Anyway, I did this one earlier and it comes out fine with just a really good impression. So that's the emboss. This is available on January 5th. Demonstrators could get it early. And so I think these were flying off the shelf last week when we could order them. Let's get some of these bits put away. And this is the next catalog that's coming out. So if you would like one, please let me know if you're not on my mailing list. And January also starts Sale-Abration, which is the purchase, free with purchase, which we've had before. That's always the favorite time of the year. And last year during Celebration is when this whole COVID thing hit. So that's been kind of tough to pivot and go around to do things a little bit differently, which is why I'm doing some Facebook lives and trying to kick up the social media a little bit more. So this is the Sale-Abration. This is where the mini will be offered starting on January 5th. So if you have any questions, let me know. One thing that I had on my list to show a few weeks ago, but I didn't because I was doing a Christmas card that day, is mounting the cling stamps. So I'm kind of switching away from this cute little mini girl. She's a girl. And show you how to mount the cling stamps that is different than the way it shows on the inside, which I think is a little confusing. So I don't know who to give credit for coming up with this great idea, but this really works well. So let me find my blocks here. The cling stamps are wonderful. So are the photopolymer, because you can see straight through them. But this is an amazing way of mounting the stamps so that they're always going to be good. Because once these are on there, they're there. You don't have any choice. So let's do this one. This is also a stamp set that is going to be in the new mini, the Simply Succulents, and there are dies that will match this. Awesome. Succulents are still very popular. So what you do with this is, and I'll try to eliminate some of the glare. I turned off lights behind me too that were causing a problem. But anyway, you peel this off of the index sheet. Just like that. And put it on one of your blocks. This one happens to need a big one, so it sticks down. And then peel off this backing. If you have good fingernails, or I could get my pick tool out. And then once this is taken out of your rubber, because this is a red rubber, so you've got a good foam cushion on there, then lay this down and put the index sheet on that. Let's see which side we've got going here. I think it's upside down. Okay. Now, if you can see what I'm doing without too much glare, I'm seeing a lot of glare. What was the other thing that I thought was a good idea with this? Was to put it on something that is dark to see it a little bit better. And you can either put your head over it, or depending upon your lighting, and you want good lighting, you can see where the edge of that sticker is on the edge of your stamp. And once you know that there's nothing sticking over the edge, press it down and peel that off. And it is pretty near perfect, because once this sticks on your block, it's not going to come off. Okay, that's there. Okay, I'll do one more, and then I'll show you how I store my stamps in the case. Okay, this is a great method also for words. Let's see, that's the one I already did. Let's go back to this. Okay, for words and little things like this that are really hard to line up, and make sure, because we want the words to be straight, and make sure that they're in where they're supposed to be. Okay, so I peeled that off, and let's find the index sheet for that one. You've been on my mind. So you go over here to the back and peel it off of here. Lay that down. Take the backing off. And okay, make sure I've got this going in the right direction. Okay, so the U is over here. You've been. And sometimes it might be kind of hard to see exactly, so make sure that you are getting it going in the right way. And Lay that down. Good to go. Okay, one more and I'll do this pot. Okay, the pot has a little sticky part here in the center. Don't know why. Okay, so that's there. Okay, there's a little part here in the center. I'm not sure why that's there, why that pops out. But knowing me, I won't throw it away. I'll keep everything. And put that down. Lay this down. Okay, I find it easier if I put my head back. Maybe it's my vision, and you can see, or whatever the light is here, and there's that. Okay, done. But let me show you how I store my cling stamps. Let's get rid of some of this trash. I did this one this morning. And this is also one of the stamp sets that's going to be in the new Mini. And I don't know if I can zoom. There, I could zoom more. And this is a $1 Million Seller from Jackie Boheis. And once I get them all mounted, I take the index sheet and glue it with snail down into, it's not snail anymore, it's seal, excuse me, down into the stamp case. And then don't ask me why I save this, but I do. And put that back in here. That way I know anytime I'm missing a stamp out of the set, I can go find it. Because these could stick onto something you don't know, and it's a good way to go, rather than toss that sheet. I know a lot of people do, but I don't toss that. So with that in mind, I've shown you the Baby Boss, and she's a she, is going to be available in January for $60, which is half of the big price, the Big Boss price. And you got to see a couple of the stamp sets and the Mini. But starting tomorrow is a huge sale. And I wasn't actually going to do this, but out of this catalog, there's going to be a huge sale tomorrow, starting here at 2 a.m. And I do have a couple of orders that I want to make sure that they don't get sold out. So I may just wake myself up at 2 o'clock in the morning and get those orders in, because I think it will be big. But what I did was to go through here and find some things that are my favorites and things that I think are really, really good deals. So I've got them tagged. If you're watching and you need a link to see everything that's on here, I would be glad to send that to you. But first of all, the kits. This kit on page 4, Joy of Sharing, is 30% off, and it's $24.50. And let's zoom a little bit more, okay? And with that, you can make 15 cards, and it includes this stamp set. That is a great, great deal. Plus all of these things to make the cards. Next, and I think this is probably one of the best deals, is this Tag Buffet project kit. It makes 30 tags, it's $30, but it's 50% off for $15. And some of the demonstrators have taken this kit and made like 90 cards out of it by adding the tags to designer paper or Whisper White cardstock. It includes this stamp set. It is a great, great bargain. So that is awesome. The next one is the Christmas Countdown I sold this. A customer is going to order that tomorrow. I think this will go fast. It's great for grandkids. She wanted it for her grandkids. So I think that's worth getting up at 2 o'clock in the morning for. It's regular $30. It was a returning favorite. It's 50% off. So you get all of this and all this stuff for $15. The next one is this product medley for Most Wonderful Time. It was also a returning favorite from last year. And the product medley itself is $70, but it's discounted to $56. And it's so much stuff, including the stamp set that goes with it and the refill kit. If you want more of the paper and the stickers and everything else that goes with it, is 20% off for $20.80. Okay, my next favorite, and there are lots more too, is this gift wrapped bundle. I can't believe that it's going away, but the punch down here is 20% off for $14.40 and could also be used anytime you need a bow punch. It's a great bow, and so is the stamp set. Doesn't have to be just for Christmas. Okay, everything that I've got highlighted here is on sale, not necessarily on sale, but is going to be retired. But my next favorite is the Christmas Gleaming Variety Bundle, and that's this paper down here. This paper is 50% off. It is gorgeous. And these Gleaming Ornaments Punch Pack is 50% off. These punches with this paper is amazing, not counting the stamp set that goes with it. So that's going to be missed a lot. Let's see. This Peace and Joy, I did not purchase, but I think it's a good buy. The dies are 30% off. Those could be used at any time. And this stamp set also. Again, not one that I bought, but I think it is a great buy. Let's see here. What's next? Okay, here's one. Mary Moose. I did not buy Mary Moose last year when it was so popular. Could hardly get that Moose punch because it was always on back order. So I just did finally order it, and now it's going to go away. So the Moose punch, a returning favorite. It is still very popular, so it is not discounted. The Mary Moose stamp set is also not discounted, but it did come back from last year, so it's probably time for it to go. So I'll probably keep it. Let's see. Here was another beautiful paper. The Gilded Autumn was on back order for quite a long time. Let's see. Leslie, does the white box come with the Advent box? Back to that one on page. Yes, it does. The whole box comes with that. The box and all these little boxes, everything you see here is in the kit. So that's a great deal if you've got little ones. I don't know, did I mention this before, that people will use these and turn them around, decorate the other side, and also use it for countdowns of other family events besides Christmas, and just decorate the other side. Nancy, I agree. The moose needs to stay. I don't live in moose country. We have deer country, but I kind of like that moose guy. He's pretty good. Let's see. Where was I? Over here. Oh, this one. Customer called me the other day and wanted to know how a card in here was made. It was this one. And I looked and I thought, because she was making these. And this die set here is from over here, these Celebration Labels dies. And the dies are 50% off, and they are a great, great buy. So they would be $17.50, even though they're in the, like the Halloween section. There's a little spider here. It's the little hearts. You can always use hearts, little leafy things, whatever. But look how they've taken the largest die and made a tag topper for it, or made a home decor item for it. So she just jumped on these. So that's going in at 2 o'clock this morning too. That is probably one of the best buys in here. And Press On is going. Who can't? You can never have enough coffee stuff. So this is one that's going to stay in my craft supply. I love the coffee things. So that's also on sale. This was also a $1 million seller. And I know I've probably missed a couple of other things. What's over here on the last page? Oh, this one. These little treat boxes. Not one that I got. I've had questions about it. So I think one of my customers is going to order that tomorrow. She's good at ordering online. But that is 30% off and is a great buy. So for $26.60 is a great buy, even without the little treats stamp set. So this has been one of the best, we call it the holiday catalog, but actually it's the August to December mini catalog. And I have a lot of things that are in here that are going to go away, and I will probably have to keep them for a while. This is another one. I think I had this marked and the paper fell off. Life is Beautiful, $1 million seller, but it is going to be retired. And I just think this is a great all-round thinking of you. Hello, life is beautiful. Things that we need to talk about during this this time of COVID, and just makes a great, great stamp set. So this is one I will definitely be keeping. I kind of like to keep the $1 million seller ones around for a little bit longer. So I'll be using those even though it's probably going to be retired. Can I find you online to order, Pat? Yes, you may, and I will send you a link to the sale. I'm not sure if I have your current email address. I will, you can send it to me. Let me look. We'll connect when I'm done here shortly, and I will send you a link to the sale to make sure that we're all together on that. So it's 3:58. I usually try to stay about a half an hour, and so things keep keep everybody awake, including myself, at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But anyway, thanks for joining in. And Leslie, I will connect with you as soon as I'm done. And let's see, we had Nancy. So maybe 2 of you today, but thanks so much for coming. I really enjoy doing this, and I will be here on Mondays at 3:30, unless you see something otherwise. Next week, we're getting closer to Christmas, so I'll see what I can come up with. Maybe some kind of quick little treat that I had thought about doing today and then decided to go ahead and focus on this sale. So thanks for stopping by, and I will talk to you all soon. Thanks, Leslie. I will email that to you ASAP. Bye-bye.